What you doing over there, silly? Hi. What's cracking, everybody? Fairies here, bringing you some Pokemon Go Battle League content as well as some wholesome baby content. She is a silly girl over there on the bed. Alright, so we got a shoutcast today from my boy Big Howie1. He submitted some battles to the channel. You can also submit some battles to the channel. I got a link in the description for a form you can fill out, as well as a link to the Patreon Discord that I run with a great community, like member himself, Big Howie1, who submitted these battles, as well as a link to get coaching if you're looking for that, PvP coaching for Pokemon Go, and pretty much, I mean, everything else under the sun for PvP in Pokemon Go. So we're going to get right into these battles. He's running Claydol Double Steel, which is really interesting, and the Shadow Metagross in the back. I can't wait to see that thing clobber some fairies, I'm going to be honest. So let's get right into these battles, man. I'm just, thanks again for submitting these battles. As soon as he told me he got 4 1s, 5 0s with Shadow Metagross, I'm like, dude, give it to me, please. So let's go. We do have music. It's coming. There we go. All right, so let's go. First game in-house. We've got Claydol versus Gardevoir. This is not great. You definitely want the steals on this thing. So, and then she's probably going to swap out here. Yep, here comes the Bronzong, resisting those charms. Gets the Claydol to come in, which is hopefully going to be the hardest counter to the Bronzong. But the nice thing about this is you're probably going to be able to get a shield with the payback right off the bat here. And it looks like Bronzong could probably get to another payback before it goes down. So, man, he takes the payback on the nose. Is the opponent going to be able to get to him? Yes, they can. Opponent gets the charge move off. It's probably a Shadow Ball, which is forces the shield off of Big Howie1 to get, man, this little girl's over there just sitting over there flying up and down on the pillow. It's so funny. Gonna force the shield off the Bronzong. Is going to be able to get to this payback just in time against the other Bronzong. The opponent can't bring in their Gardevoir because it's a steel type. So getting switched. Dude, the opponent just saving all the shields for their Gardevoir, not realizing what's about to happen. I'm going to hit the Gaboom button like 12 times for every one of these bullet punches. Oh, he's making me wait. Man, don't do this to me. He's totally making me wait. Is the Metagross even going to come in? Don't hold out on me like this. You got to give me the Metagross. I need Metagross action. I'm not even going to get to see the Metagross. Man, what a... Bro, you betrayed me. You absolutely betrayed me. And I missed the transition because I felt so betrayed. Metagross lead. This is where you want to see the Metagross against the Claydol here. And they're not swapping out, so I imagine they may be running some weird ABA steel. But they're going to be able to get a shield off of this Claydol right away here. Not messing around. Going straight for Meteor Mash, gets a shield for sure, and then they swap out into the Malamar. You're going to go for the Rock Tomb here? Nope, going for the Shadow Ball. I might go for the Rock Tomb for the debuff and then come in maybe with Bronzong, knowing you can tank at least one move, but nope. Okay, yeah, there it is. So gets a lot of damage with the Shadow Ball, then comes in, tanks a Foul Play on the Bronzong. That does a lot of damage, but at least the Malamar is hitting with double resisted Cycle Cut, so those aren't going to hurt too bad. He does have to spend his last shield, though, on this Foul Play before he can farm down, which is really unfortunate, because I don't even know if you're going to farm down. No! And he tries to go for the CMP at the last second, and obviously, Malamar has a higher attack stat, so you're going to lose the CMP. But this is going to allow him to get some farm on something else. So hopefully, since the Claydol was half gone, they come in with the Metagross anyway. What could be in the back? Do they got Victini in the back? No, they have a Slowbro in the back, dude. This is huge because Slowbro's running Poison Jab, and I doubt it's running Focus Blast. So, opponent is going to have to bait, and if they're running Sludge Bomb, which they probably are, this is not looking good for the opponent. And he catches... This man just caught a move on the Metagross. He's just flexing. Sludge Bomb doing double resisted damage, I'm pretty sure. And... there goes the Meteor, or there goes the Bullet Punches, just ripping through the Slowbro. Opponent has to go for another move. Wonder what move they've got to go with. They just go for another Sludge Bomb. They're not making it to the potential Focus Blast they had stored in the back. That's a good game. Metagross sweeping. Absolutely sweeping. Not really. Just caught a move like a champ and then just dipped out. So Gardevoir on the lead. Now we got to swap out here. Bronzong comes in, forces out a Slow King, which is running Water Gun. Man, these slows running Water Gun, they're just driving me nuts, man. Because I like my Victini team right where it is. And the Slow King and Slowbro destroy it. completely. So we've got Bronzong here getting a shield early here from this Slowking. The opponent's Slowking has only nuke moves, so it's actually a pretty safe bet here to be able to go and shield this up and get to the next move, which is a payback. And it looks like you win the farm down race too, so he's going to opt for a bait here. Heavy Slam does a little bit less damage, or does a lot less damage because it's resisted, and it takes less energy is where I was going with that. So Gardevoir's going to come in to farm down, and he's not going to be able to get to the Heavy Slam beforehand. But you know what is going to come in? And dude, I want to hit Kaboom every single time this Metagross lands a bullet punch. Look at this. Bang, 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 bang. The Gardevoir had no idea what was going on. And here comes the Malamar, going to try to get to a foul play, but unfortunately the Meteor Mash comes out too fast for it. Going to have to force the shield. They don't even shield, dude. Look at that. Took out the whole Malamar, dude. That was great. Shadow Meteor Mash on the Metagross takes out a whole entire Malamar. That's insane. So Claydol Mirror, you kind of have to stay in here, but this is right where you want to see it. Opponent likely not rocking more Steel Lancers in the back. Maybe they're running Victini, which is, I mean, you can almost expect it to be on half the teams anyway. You've got that's how you know Rock Tomb's a bad move. When Rock Tomb is more energy than Shadow Ball, you know you've got a bad move. I can't stand it. But going for the Shadow Ball here, the Claydol Mirror is extremely exciting. It's not as bad as a Bastiodon Mirror, thankfully, but we've got a catch on the Bronzong. Going to take super effective damage from the Shadow Ball that comes in. Ouch. But the Victini is going to come in, and you're going to force them to throw energy. Now, you do go for the Heavy Slam. You probably get a shield here because the opponent, nobody knows the counts for Feint Attack. I know I don't. It took me like 12 Bronzong matchups to figure this out. So gets a shield off the Victini. They're forced to throw energy because the quick attacks are not going to farm down the Bronzong. Just let it go. That's totally fine. And then you got the Claydol that's going to come in and just do so much damage. Or go for the Shadow Ball. Do you let it go? I don't know. I don't think you can. He lets it go. He's going to trust in the Metagross to sweep the team. Metagross is going to come in. It's going to have to shield a V-Create and farm the rest of the way down. And do these Meteor Mashes go unopposed? Maybe they've got a Fairy. Maybe they've got the Pony in the back. Let's see what person has in the back. They come in with the Claydol trying to soak up some energy. He knows their Claydol is out of energy. He's going to go ahead and he's just going to throw this Meteor Mash right before they would get to a charge move if they do. Otherwise, just making sure he doesn't take too much fast move damage. And then here comes a Bronzong. Oh, is it going to get to the Earthquake? Not getting to the Earthquake in time. Unfortunately, took too much damage from those those fast moves, but well played. Good attempt at that battle. Man, that was close. If only he got to that Earthquake, that would have been insane. So we've got a Malamar lead versus Claydol. This is not great, but at the same time, like, it's not great for the steals in the back. I think I instantly come in with the Bronzong here, I think. That would be my play, personally, because you're playing ABB. You want to bring out their hard counter to your steel types, right? If they've got a Claydol in the back or something, you want to draw that out. And the opponent is so far ahead on energy now, and somehow they lag a little bit. They're able to get an extra fast move through here. On the charge move, Foul Play comes through, does a lot of damage to the Bronzong, but not going to be enough, and Foul Play is going to come through again, and is going to force the shield off of the Bronzong here before he's going to be able to get to this Heavy Slam. The Heavy Slam is on CMP, though, so it's either going to force a shield or take out the Malamar, which is honestly a pain in the rear end for this team, how spammy it is. So Heavy Slam does force the shield here, and then you kind of expect them to, okay, they swap out. Can you get to the payback before they do? Oh yes, definitely. Before they can farm down, gets to this payback, and that's going to do a ton of damage to the opposing Bronzong. Claydol easily comes in, probably cleans this up. Nope, doesn't even need to. Takes it out. One shot. And now Malamar's going to come in, and look at it. Look, double resisted cycle cuts ain't nothing. Claydol's going to come in and is going to soak the energy here. I bet you the Metagross comes in and farms down, and maybe they got a Fairy in the back. I keep hoping they have a Fairy in the back. I want to see health bars get deleted, please. That's what I signed up for. I was told there was Shadow Metagross. I want health bars to be deleted, please. Yes. It's a Slowking. I'll take it. One Meteor Mash easily probably takes out the Slowking. I don't even think there's a question. There's no way that this thing lives. Metagross has so much attack to it. It's going to blur. I hit the button right now. Yep, there it goes. There goes. He gets the research and everything. All right, we're good. Meteor Mash. All right, I saw a health bar get deleted today. I'm happy. So we got the next. Every time I look, she's doing something weird. We got a Claydol mirror yet again. However, the shiny is definitely superior here. Shiny is going to do more damage, always. They always do more damage. Well, it wins CMP. I don't know the IVs on this Claydol, but it wins CMP, and that's kind of important. Because you're going to be able to win and get the shield. Now, you just saw how much damage the Shadow Ball did. And here you could just farm down. You're down a shield, but the Claydol being healthy is kind of important. And you could have even no shields and Earth Power. I think that Claydol definitely could have lived that. Claydol seems a little bit tankier than I would have expected it. I'm surprised that it's not as good. Metacham, though. Metacham, man, I was ratting on Metacham in the last video that I did with it. Opposing. I told everybody it sucked. But if it has one role, it's to beat the Steel Psychics and the Dark Psychic, which is the Metagross and the Bronzong and the Malamar. So against this particular team, it has quite a bit of play. Has the Ice Punch for the Claydol. I think the opponent recognized that, and that's probably why they swapped out of it to try and preserve it for what was rough with the Claydol. But Doom Desire is going to come through, it looks like, and that's going to be double resisted, so that's barely going to do anything. Yeah, that doesn't really do much. So you could almost farm down here if you wanted to. But Big Howie's going to let it go. Probably farm down with Claydol at this point, and then try to land a Meteor Mash or 2 or 3 on the Metacham. But the Metacham is going to come back in with 2 shields. It's pretty scary. Gonna look to swap into the Metagross and get ahead on energy, which doesn't really happen because the Metacham was already in, so that was kind of a pointless remark. But Ice Punch, is this a single move Metacham, or are they just running? So I guess you won't throw Psychic in this situation because it's resisted, double resisted in this case. But Meteor Mash is going to get a shield. And then the other Meteor Mash is not going to get a shield because they don't get to one. And the opponent is going to be able to take out this Claydol probably pretty easily. I don't imagine that this is a losing matchup at this point for the Metacham. Ice Punch takes the shield. Opponent is going to be able to get to another Ice Punch long before this Claydol is going to be able to farm down or get to another Shadow Ball. So this looks like a pretty good game to me. But well done on both sides. I think that the Metacham finally has its niche. And you know what? Metacham has one use in this cup, like I said. It's to beat teams like this. So, bruh, it didn't even get it. Is it farm down? Oh, it was so close. One turn away. One turn away. Claydol and Victini. This is what you love to see. Victini is going to be able to get manhandled by this Claydol because those charge moves are not enough to be able to do anything to it. Easily no shield to V-create. Let it dip out. That's fine. In comes probably the Pony. Nope, it's a Malamar. So I think what you do here is you definitely... Well, I think you definitely got to go for the Shadow Ball because you're going to need to force that off of them. But the Rock Tomb is not bad here. You get that Rock Tomb, and then you come in with either the Bronzong, probably the Bronzong, and you know, farm down, gets paybacks off. Meteor Mash on the Metagross is going to hurt most things, but not really a Victini, you know. But we're going to come in with the Bronzong here and get cracking on this Malamar. Malamar does do quite a lot of damage with the Foul Play, but with the debuff, I wonder if it even does half. It doesn't even do half. With a debuff, the opponent stopped. Okay, I don't know if they lagged or something happened, but apparently with a Rock Tomb debuff, Bronzong can take 2 Foul Plays. That's kind of disgusting. So Bronzong takes out the opponent with that Heavy Slam, it looked like, and then the Victini comes back in. Look how much damage payback, or not the payback, the feint attacks do, man. See, Bronzong is so bulky in this cup, and the payback plus feint attack combo is just so deadly. And Rapidash comes in. Now we've got a Metagross. He's spamming. He's like, get the Metagross in there, dude. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. This is what I want to see. I have been on the other end of this matchup, and they just lose. You can't. The body slams don't do anything. You gotta go for the Mega Horn in this matchup, or you don't do any damage. Body slams are nice, but they're not gonna amount to anything. Easily gonna farm down here. Have a Meteor Mash loaded and ready to go for Victini. And then I'm pretty sure the Claydol either farms down or has a move at this point with a shield. Easily is going to be able to wrap this matchup. No problem. And those quick attacks are not going to be able to farm this thing down very well. Claydol just needs to get one move off and through the shield. That's it. Yeah, it's a good game. All that Claydol had to do was get a fast move through there, and that was it. So, well played once again. But that's it. Claydol takes it. The double steal prevails yet again. So here we go. We got Claydol again on the lead versus a Gardevoir. You'd love to see it because you can just come in with Bronzong, and Bronzong is actually kind of ridiculous in that if it doesn't get matched up against Claydol, it could probably do a lot. But like we saw earlier, you could just go for the payback and either almost take this thing out or get shields. And that's what's important here. You want to get shields because the charge moves are pretty impactful, but the opponent lets it go. I'm not sure why these Claydols aren't shielding these paybacks, dude. These paybacks hurt. And they go for the Shadow Ball. They're forcing the shield. They have shield advantage, but they lost Switch, which they're going to quickly find out was the mistake. You needed to win Switch here, because if you don't, that Metagross is going to rip through that Shadow Gardevoir like nobody's business, and I can't wait to see it happen because I love watching health bars get depleted really fast. So, double resisted. These Psycho Cuts ain't doing anything. So they're going to go for the foul play here. Foul play is going to take out Bronzong. They're not going to shield. And then I imagine... Excuse me. It is past midnight here, so excuse my tired yawning. The Claydol comes in here just to soak energy and deal with this Malamar because you'd rather have Claydol matched up against this than the Gardevoir. So Hyper Beam only does half of the... My goodness. How do you only get half damage off of Claydol is bulkier than I expected. It's probably not like Azumarill bulky, but man, this thing can tank some damage. Why isn't this thing needs a better fast move? I think that's the reason why it's not good, but I'm telling you, if that thing ever gets a good fast move, it could be very viable. It's got a lot of good charge moves in the Great League. So, yeah, and as we saw, the Great Gardevoir just gets absolutely shredded by... There's another one. Ooh, I'm a happy boy. I get to see this happen like 3 times today. Ooh, here comes a Metacham. So Metacham's in its niche right now, going to be able to hit these things with neutral counter damage, which counter is going to add up way faster than anything that this Bronzong is going to do. So, damage coming through. Payback is going to get thrown. I almost wonder if you just go for Heavy Slam just because it's a bit... Well, no, Payback does more damage for sure. So, Payback gets a shield. Oh, and I can't stop yawning. I hate it. This is the only time I get to record my videos is after my kids go to bed, so I'm already gone, man. It's past 12 o'clock here on a Saturday, and all I get to do is yawn my face off while you guys watch these incredible battles by Big Howie 1. So, this is the last battle, I'm pretty sure. I gotta see how he pulls this one out, because Metacham is an absolute terror for this team, I think. It's just not... it's not something that you want to deal with. It's super bulky, and you don't really have a lot of moves to pressure this thing because charge moves are the name of the game against Metacham, or being able to match it up against ghost types. But thankfully, the bulk of Claydol is allowing it to tank these counters, even though they're resisted, and get to this Shadow Ball. Going to force the final shield or take out the Metacham, and that's huge. The opponent did win Switch here, so that's going to be good enough. But a Metagross... Did they... Bruh. That is... No. 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 The opponent just counter-swapped their Gardevoir into the Metagross and got absolutely deleted. That was amazing. So, Hypno, now being extremely far behind on energy, has to die because 2 Meteor Mashes is going to be enough to get the shield and then take out the Hypno. This is it. This is it. No, go for the... How many times can we hit the Kaboom button? Because that's how many Hypnos get taken out. There it goes. All right, I'm only going to hit 3 times. That's fine. All right, that takes it out. That's going to be it. That's all the games we got. Thank you so much again, Big Howie, for submitting these battles to me, dude. These were amazing. I love watching Shadow Metagross just rip through freaking Charmers. I didn't say nothing. No. It's fine. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. I'm going to have to edit it. Bye-bye.